Hey everybody, it's Robert coming to you with another adventure into history, and today we are in the woods of Schley County, Georgia. I'm out here with Cecil, and we're here to visit an old cemetery that's in these woods. Maybe you can see a couple of the graves behind me. This is a big one out here. It just kind of keeps going, and lots of graves lost in these woods. So let's catch up with Cecil. So I was on my way to catch up with Cecil, but I just found this right here. This looks like ruins of an old grave house. And look at the intricate detail that used to be on there. So this used to actually mark a grave here. And look at that. And this is old. It's built with square nails. See the big old square nails in there, or cut nails as they're called. Right there. So that generally puts it pre-1880, but this is a different kind of grave marker right here, known as a grave house, generally. Just this is the ruins of one.
There's a large fenced plot right here.
I see, it just keeps going. Fenced plot right there, is that the one you were looking for?
No.
Did you say no?
No.
How'd you ever find this one?
It was in a book about the history of Schley County.
Gotcha. And you said there used to be...
This is a old church cemetery.
Gotcha.
I do not know where the church is or was.
I don't know if y'all can hear how quiet it is out here too. It's very quiet and peaceful. This fence is in good shape here. Let's see, I might have to, I don't know if the gate will open. I might have to actually just step across. Get over here to the marker in this large plot. Look at that. Look at that, and it's just kind of state of decay there. You can really tell no one has been here in a real long time. The fence is intact. Oh, there's more fences over there. This is huge. This is for the Rees family. R-E-E-S. It's the same thing on the back. Look at all that moss and just growth on there. It's really bad for the stone, but sure is pretty sometimes. I'm going to go back out over here. The tree's fallen on the fence. Fence was perfect until that tree laid it over. I'm going to go back out on this side because there are more old fences. This cemetery is, I mean, in its overgrown state, but it's just a treasure trove, kind of a time capsule of how one of these cemeteries is supposed to be. When we first came in, up there, there's other signs that there used to be fences that were stolen, but back here all the fences remain intact. Oh wow.
That's the one I was looking for.
Big old monument over there. I can't believe this cemetery just keeps going and going. This must have been we're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Really today. I mean, so there must have been a large community that came and went. I mean, as we came down here, I didn't really see any old houses or anything. But obviously there were quite a few people here because this is a huge cemetery. Look at that ornate gate right there. Wow, this is impressive. Let's walk through over here. And it's, you know, it's not being maintained obviously, but it's grown up, but it's not so grown up that it's impossible to walk through. And just to see all of this, I mean, I'm really just having to take a moment to soak this in. It's amazing. And look at that big old marker. And I just love these fences. They're in such good shape. This is a heck of a find. I mean, when we're chasing history and the past, and to find something like this cemetery that's, I mean, this is what you'd expect to see in a cemetery that's well manicured and in a city somewhere. Not out here in the woods like this. There's an old churn right here. Or maybe just an old piece of pottery. That's old. All right, let's get back and look at this big monument right here. It's the Slappey family. And their name is right here on the fence, Slappey. Got their big monument right here. See, so this is Private George W. Slappey, Company C, 6th Georgia Infantry. He was born September 28th, 1830 and died July 16th, 1893. Now this is I think this is a newer granite Confederate headstone. Let's see what his old, is it blank?
Yeah, it's
Nope.
further down.
Yeah, further down. And it's backwards. Backwards from what I think it would be. His father, George W. Slappey, September 28th, 1830 to July 16th, 1893. And this is mother, Nanny L. Slappey, January 21st, 1851 to August 4th, 1918. It's interesting the way they're faced compared to the big monument back here. Then it looks like there's some more burials back here. We've got old handmade brick and field stones, and obviously this is fenced in for this huge section here. So either they were planning on having more graves out here, or there are more graves. But that's cool. Then outside, these are in pretty bad shape. It looks like an older one from the engraving on it. William B. died December 23rd, age 64 years, 6 months. The noblest work of God. An honest and man, in big letters down there. And this one's in pieces. I think this is a pretty old one though. And it looks like it was a false script. Maybe, you see this one is pretty broken with pieces spread about. Is that a headstone right there? No, that's just a cornerstone of it. So some that are almost perfect out here, others that are in a state of decay like that one. Is there anything on that? No. What about this? I was hoping this was the missing corner from that big one, but it is not. Let's see. Next up, over here, James W. Slappey, born August 31st, 1844, died March 31st, 1892. There's another one right here. This would have been a really tall headstone. You can see the little bricked tomb. This is the headstone here. So being as tall as it is, I think that this one's probably pretty old. We'll see what the date is, see if I'm right or not. It's not as old as I thought it was. Sacred to the memory of Martha D. Slappey, wife of W. Slappey, died January 10th, 1873, age, she was just 23, age 23 years. Martha, poor 23-year-old Martha here. All right, I'm all turned around, Cecil, so I'll...
It's about the biggest yucca I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is. And there's more over here, of course. This is what I was talking about earlier. You could see remnants of a fence, whereas in the back we've got those intact fences, and there's an intact fence right there. Up here the fences were removed at some point in time. So let's see who this is. It's an infant daughter of W.R. and Penelope Stewart, aged 8 months. Now, Penelope Sims, wife of W.R. Stewart, died April 22nd, 1861, aged 34 years. As a wife devoted, as a mother affectionate, as a friend ever kind and true. Like I still got the piece at the top. So 1861, it's pre-Civil War. And Penelope and her infant buried here. I don't even know which way to go. They're that way and this way. So we'll start over here where Cecil is.
It's an unusual name on that one.
Bashaby Twillie, died July 19th, 1911. I thought this was a piece of fieldstone at first, but I think it's you know what, that almost looks like the marble or granite top off of a, like a wash stand.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what that is. Mattie Twillie, May 23rd, 1892 to July 17th, 1898. Alan J. Twillie, September 1st, 1884 to October 18th, 1919. Gone but not forgotten. Asleep in Jesus. Amazing little cemetery artifact right here. It's one of these. Look at that. It's one of these little chicken bowls. It's the top of the bowl right there. That's an impressive little cemetery artifact to find, I think. We just heard strange noises. So it's interesting to see that someone's come out here in relative modern times to leave flowers at this grave. They're artificial flowers, you know. Don't know how long ago it was, but they did it for the Holloways here. Jordan Holloway, October 16th, 1815 to December 16th, 1883. And Martha, wife of Jordan Holloway, September 11th, 1818 to July 29th, 1908, erected by R.H. and W.H. Holloway. And these were placed here in somewhat modern times. They were placed much newer than the dates on them say. This is Maston Holloway, born 1792 and died September 11th, 1885. And Marion Henson Holloway, wife of Maston Holloway. No birth or death dates on her grave, but those markers are newer than the dates that are on them. It's a child's grave with a lamb on top. Louis, son of Mr. and Mrs. J.H. Jones, September 8th, 1900 to June 8th, 1900 to September 8th, 1900. Didn't live very long. Another grave here, but there's like a footstone at the head, but no engraving on it. J.H. Jones, June 4th, 1844 to August 21st, 1915, Confederate veteran. That's a big piece of rock right there. It's a thick stone. Now here's another very nice little plot with a nice stone and a nice fence. It says C.D. Athan on it. And it looks like everyone is, or most are marked by this obelisk. See if, okay. Yeah, that,
pull the whole thing.
that doesn't.
Nope.
Nope. All right, I'll step over there. Here. Step over it. Ow. They've got these sticking up on there just to make sure you're seeing all the high notes if you step over it. All right, this is Mattie V, daughter of G.D. and J.V. Athan, born February 6, 1871, died September 26, 1879. Rufus A, son of the same, born August 24th, 1872, died June 18th, 1883. Vida O, the daughter of G.D. and J.V. Athan, born M.A.H. from March 27th, 1874, died October 14th, 1875. And Joseph Athon, died November 4th, 1870, aged 73 years. No other marked stones in here, just footstones marking the individual graves. All right, let me try to step back across this fence without impaling myself. All right, so last little section here is over here. This deer fly would leave me alone. That would be cool. Got more Holloways over here. Here's Joel Holloway, June 8th, 1861 to April 25th, 1896. It's got the shaking hands with one finger pointing on it. That means something, and I don't remember what. two indentions right here, kind of accentuated by the log going across them. This is Olin Holloway. Interestingly enough, it says adopted son of Mr. and Mrs. R.H. Holloway, age 10 days, July 1902. Sounds like an interesting piece of history there. The adopted son. And R.H. Holloway, born December 31st, 1849, and died April 10th, 1928. It says at rest on the bottom. So I wonder where the church stood in relation to this. Are there more?
I think that's all that's marked. You got the grave house, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the grave house. I came in. That's super cool to see. This is neat. There's a road and cut through dividing this cemetery, but super cool. Lots of old cedars in there. Well, that's a cool one, Cecil. I appreciate you bringing me to this one.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have been able to find it, so that's really cool that you did. So I hope y'all at home have enjoyed seeing this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on another adventure into history.